So, man, I've had the liberty of knowing him for a very long time. For everyone, and I know his talent very well. I have yet to get a sketch of myself, and I'm gonna have to do that this year because I should have already done that a long time ago. But this man that uses completely nothing but pencils, and it looks so just real. It looks so authentic. It looks like a photograph. What has been taken. It's like I can't even explain it. And now it's adding color. Now we're adding color. So that's a new thing for you. Um, what is that about? What prompted the color to come into your work? Because it's
Well,
usually been the kind of just pencil, right?
yeah, well, most people see just the black and white
Yeah.
graphite, but I've done color before.
Oh,
I just don't advertise it or post as much. It's funny you say that because earlier today I made contact, reconnected rather, with a Air Force friend of mine from Japan when I was stationed in the Air Force in 1985 through 88. Well, I did my first color car in 1986.
I saw that.
Uh, orange
I saw that on
deduct.
your page. The orange
Yeah,
beetle.
yeah. So just today, he sent me a copy of that so I could post it. It's to show people I've been doing this for a minute. I didn't just start yesterday, right? But sparingly, I've done color throughout the years. And then recently, I've done several. Just to give people a choice that what I can do. Basically, anything someone wants to have done. It all depends on what they're willing to compensate my efforts for. So
Lovely. I like the way you worded
yeah,
that. Compensate your effort. I think I'm gonna steal that. I mean, I need you to compensate my efforts because they're worth something. And that's the main thing is that I see you as a man on the rise. I see great things happening on your end of the street, and it's not so much of the talent that I think is propelling you. It's the combination of your heart and your spirit that you put into it
oh yeah,
because
I
you
love what I
actually
do.
love what you do.
Yeah, I love what I do. I'm very passionate about what I do, and I can only rise as far as my relationships go. Uh, and some folks don't understand that. I always say take your eyes off the Benjamins and build relationships because money doesn't beget relationship, but relationships begets money. One guy was like, "What do you mean exactly?" And well, he was back east. I said, "Well, look outside your window. You see a pole with some power lines, right?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "That pole didn't come like that. The pole was once a tree that had limbs and leaves and seeds, and the wind blew and made more trees, more limbs, more leaves, more seeds. It's a ripple effect that's it's endless. You have a whole forest of trees from one tree that started based on the how the wind blows. And
Wow.
so so basically, uh, the, I got to understand what I was saying. I said also when you go to events and you know everybody there already, you're in the wrong place. How are you going to grow and expand your horizon, your new connections, opportunities, um, if you're the same circle of people all the time? It's, it's effortless. I mean, nothing's going to happen from that. So, uh, and that's how I've grown and will continue to grow because I like to entertain new relationships. You know,
Hmm.
that was all about. That a lot of my upcoming previous events this past uh, few months came from new individuals I've met at events these last 6 months. It's crazy, but
Awesome.
that's how it works. You show up to show out, basically. You know, you ain't got to say a word. You're what you do, what profession it is. People take notice of it if it's done proper and professionally,
Right.
and how you present it in a way that they will gravitate to it, and they'll tell someone else, and they'll plug your name here, they'll plug your name there, and before you know it, you're at an event that you didn't even have it on your calendar already.
Right.
So don't get me started.
Awesome.
So, and that's how I
I
roll.
like I said, I the reason that I stay connected with you and always probably will is because of that way of thinking.
Probably always will.
Probably.
I don't think probably is the right word.
No, more than likely, I probably will. Yeah, no, definitely because I love positive people in my corner. I love I'm even starting to connect with your wife, and I think she's a great lady, an awesome support system for you, and I love seeing that the family come together and helping and supporting. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm looking forward to meeting you two. That I mean, I really am. Like, there's certain people I don't want to meet. I could interview you all day and all night, and I'm like, you're cool people, but you guys I've adopted into my life. Like, I'm like, oh my God, yay. So yeah, they are like family to me. So yeah, more than likely we're gonna stick around with each other.
Oh yeah, most
Um,
definitely.
I think that but it's like I said, but it's your philosophies is why I am attracted to you and why I have been for all these years. Because I
Thank you.
really truly genuinely believe that you are a good man, you are an upstanding man, and the way that you conduct yourself is of the utmost respect. You're
Absolutely.
always professional. And I've watched you from giving a little bitty girl, Talita from Louisiana, a chance to promote you, and I did a horrible job. But you still gave me a chance to promote you when I was just getting started. From
Right. I remember.
you were even humble then, and you were a superstar then. You literally had Sports Illustrated going on then. You're
But,
like,
but see,
I'm sketching for Sports Illustrated. And I'm like, why is this guy talking to me? Like, doesn't he know he's a superstar? But the way that
well,
you carry yourself, though, is so just, it's so graceful and it's
well
so awesome.
it's all about honestly just being who you are. Being genuine. Uh, doing right by people, so people will do right by you.
Right.
I always say when I tell you folks, I'm just an average person doing extraordinary things. That's all. I mean,
I love that.
it's a cliche that people always say. If you can dream it, uh,
Yeah.
you believe it, you can achieve it. It sounds good, right?
Sounds good.
But there's another step to that. You know, you can think it, dream it, believe it all you want, but you're not going to achieve it unless you roll up your sleeve. It.
Right.
You get, you got you got to put some action behind it. Uh, Nothing happens in life at all until there's action applied to it. Uh,
Exactly.
your food can't get to your stomach until you put your mouth and chew. And so,
I
you
mean,
can't.
basic, but makes perfect sense. Like, that's it.
It's anything. I mean, if you want to check your mail in the mailbox, you got to walk to the mailbox and get it. Everything takes action to have the effect of success. And
Mm,
uh, and I put my time in. I put my work in. I don't like the term "pay your dues." I've never liked that term before, and I would never use it towards someone. Who am I paying my dues
mm,
to? I understand the philosophy of it, but I don't like the way it sounds. I just say
great
work
sound.
hard, be consistent, persistent, and go get what you want. So and that's why I feel I've remained connected with a lot of people over the years. like I said, the guy I did the VW for, I hadn't seen Jay in almost 40 years.
Oh
You
my,
know,
wow. Okay, okay, you're telling your age now. See, I didn't even know.
yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay.
So, but I stay, but but, but I stay connected and using the internet is a way of staying connected with people, and people can find you. I had I've had people from that same amount of time Google me. I wonder what
Right.
Pointer's doing now. They Google me, and I'm all over the internet. I'm like, so my interview is not. I just tell people to Google me. You want to know about Pencilman? Just Google Clarence Pointer, and you'll get interviews and um, block radio shows and all kinds of stuff. I was amazed that I was all over the internet a few years ago.
You are all over the place. And like I said, that is not, like you said, by simply just saying, "Oh, I'm a talented individual, so let me do this or do that." No, that was from you making moves. That was from you
Absolutely,
being at events and saying, "Hey, okay, I'm at this event. How can I create the connections I need to make this event turn into another event?" And when you're there, you're
exactly,
a networking. When you're there, you look at yourself as not just an artist, you are a business. You are an enterprise of
absolutely,
one, and you treat
absolutely,
yourself as a business.
absolutely. When I go to an
And it's
event, I if you're there, and certain events I go to, you have to be a who's who to be there in the first place. And everybody's somebody. We already somebody, but certain events you have to have uh, that pedigree of you can work to anybody there and talk to anybody there, and they respect you for being there because of the audience that's there. And I remember back in the day, I'll say around 2008 or nine, I didn't feel that way. It was kind of like, okay, I'm here, you know, among all these stars. Um, I was kind of apprehensive to do what I know I need to be doing. Now it's like, hey, Matt Barnes. Hey, Judge Maybelline. Hey, Kiki Shepard. We have conversations like,
oh,
I'm,
I see you.
so
Well, when you realize they're human beings, they're just like you. They're human beings doing extraordinary things. Right. You're in the same category.
exactly. And to
You
say
don't see
that,
yourself as separate anymore.
right. But see, even with me, I get approached uh, about from certain people. And first, hold up, back up. First of all, I'm just like you, I say. I put my pants on just like you. I'm just doing something that the average person doesn't do. So don't get it twisted. I'm a regular guy. Then we continue to have a conversation. So I got to put them at ease, not feeling to think that I don't think I'm better than anybody else. And then we have a conversation.
That's the thing. That's the thing. You don't think you're better than anyone else, and that's the start. That's
Mm-hmm.
the beginning, right?
Absolutely.
Now here's the end, okay? And what I strive to explain to people and teach people and help them, because you're also no less than anyone.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. The
Exactly.
first concept is to grasp is that, hey, I'm not better than you. I'm not, because I can do these great things. Does it make me some kind of, oh, God? No. But I'm also no less than you. I can
Correct.
accomplish and achieve the things that you can. I can do just as well as you can, and maybe better sometimes. But I have to believe and know that. So it's like a two-way street there. It's a two-way
Absolutely.
situation.
I mean,
Yeah.
and you have to let people uh, who feel some kind of way about themselves feel better about themselves. Recently, I have a chat with another artist who will feel some kind of way because in his eyes, he wasn't at my level of perfection or excellence among the elite. And to be honest, if I was scared of that, he wasn't. But I didn't tell him that. I just said, look, first of all, don't compare yourself to anybody else. Be who you are, and if you feel that you've reached your highest level of excellence, then be satisfied with that. But don't quit. Continue to try to improve. Uh, and he's kind of hard on himself. I think he's an excellent artist, but you got to learn to reach for a higher mark. And if you can't reach a higher mark, it's okay. It's okay. You know, everybody can't be a Steph Curry, LeBron James, or Kevin Durant.
Right.
As
Right.
long as you're in the game, you're good. So I do it quite a bit. I feel like Dr. Phil sometimes talking to other artists, just to let them know it's okay to not be the greatest. I'm not the greatest. I strive for excellence. I'm improving myself every day. Every day. So there it is.
Okay, so no, that makes perfect sense to me. Like perfect sense to me. And that's kind of what I was kind of alluding to. Because you have people that will take on that kind of, I guess, that thought process.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't belong here. Oh, I don't. Oh, well, you're never going to belong if you don't feel you belong. So how are you going
Absolutely.
to feel? How are you going to feel you belong if you don't ever go? You don't
Absolutely.
even take the chance to put yourself in the situation. So it's kind of a catch-22 that kind of goes along with it. And you figured out the formula for it. You've actually figured it out, and you're like, okay, this is what we do. And sometimes, like you said, people aren't going to be on your level. Everybody's not on the same level. We all
Correct.
start somewhere. We all start somewhere. The comparing yourself to other people is where the issue comes in. It's like, don't ever, ever.
No,
How you gonna compare you to your what 30 plus years of doing what you and you've been doing it for 5 years? Come on.
that's the thing. You know, uh, uh, over time, you should see some elevation in your profession. I don't care where it is. If you're not improving, then you're not doing something right. You
Right.
know, uh, it's a funny story about 11 years ago, 12 years ago. I met a guy online, an older gentleman. He was about 69 years old, and
Mm.
uh, he met me on my messenger one night and asked me to take a look at his artwork. He kind of struck me like I walked on water and all this stuff, and so I went to his website. I mean his Facebook page,
Right.
and his drawings were all over the place. I mean, they were like uh, who hit and ran, type. I mean, uh,
Yeah.
it wasn't very good. I say maybe on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe a 3. And I said, call me tomorrow. So he calls me. We had a good conversation. He was the very first person that mentored via social media. He went from
Wow.
a subpar 3 to like a 7 almost instantly, with me staying in his ear, pointing out certain things that he needed to work on. In his very first drawing of our conversation, he went from from a 3 to about a 7, and he's holding on to an 8 or so now. Uh,
Wow.
and a matter of fact, he did a drawing of me 10 years ago. Uh, I'm like, it's pretty cool when another artist do a drawing of you, right? And,
Awesome.
and he did pretty good. He did. I posted it today, matter of fact. I think I
Oh
pulled
yeah, I'm gonna go check it out.
yeah. So, uh, but he had believed in himself that he could improve because his drawing were his drawings were flatline. It was like no improvement, slight improvement, and kind of this flatline until I got his ear, and he was very receptive to what I was
Awesome.
sharing with him. He was applying it, and I was getting blown away by his progression so quick. I mean, it's like he was a quick learner. He applied everything, and it's crazy. It was crazy, and so after that first month, and I was like, man, now you can actually have second income or supplemental income if you want to. But I said before, I wouldn't
Right.
give you I wouldn't give you two rusty nickels rubbed together. He
Oh,
busted that. But
well,
yeah,
you're
I'm gonna mention. But
oh,
no, he's
you're
great.
honest. That's for sure. You
Yeah.
have to.
Oh yeah.
Well, I
I mean,
mean, you have to be honest. You have to be able
yeah.
to give a constructive criticism, and it's not always going to be great and roses and flowers. It's not always going to be, oh, well,
Oh
that's so
no.
wonderful.
Oh no.
And I think,
I beat him up so bad that first
but
conversation.
you,
I mean, I poked him in the eye. I someone was told. I body slammed him. I beat him really bad. I wanted to see, if he had tough skin and how he would receive that.
hmm
Uh, but at the end of the day, at the end of the conversation, I didn't hear the conviction in his voice that he was willing to learn because my time is very important, and
awesome.
he knew that, and he took advantage of the opportunity of learning from what I had to share. So it is what it is. He's an amazing artist now.
Awesome sauce. So you are now becoming, or you have always been a mentor of sorts, but now you're actually mentoring.
Yeah, for those who really want to, I mean,
Yeah.
don't step to me and waste my time. I ain't got
Waste
time
of
for
time.
that.
Oh yeah, no, 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 no. You have to see that creativity, that ambition. You have to see it, and they have to be able to take criticism. That's a thing, you know. Um, I've had people approach me that want me to help them, and then want to tell me how to help them.
Right,
I'm like, hey, if you already know how to do this, what do you need me for? Look, let me go spend time with my kids. I got things I can be doing, my dear. Don't come to me and ask me, oh, what's lead? I need you to help me do this XYZ, and then I step in and start doing what I do, and you're like, oh well, I don't want to do that, or oh no, I don't like that. Okay, then you do you do
right.
you do not
You
waste my
know,
time, please, because I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you what I really feel, and it's going to probably hurt your feelings sometimes. And but we have to be able to have in the entertainment industry of whatever sort it is, in the arts industry, in the modeling world, whatever. People are
right.
going to step on your toes, honey. They're going to hurt
Absolutely.
your feelings. Everyone
Right.
is not going to be your fan.
Exactly. I'm very
So you have to
tactful.
be able to handle that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm very tactful. I mean, I know
Of
from the
course.
jump start if they're teachable or not. I
Mhm.
mean, I am. I mean, I there's certain artists that I call or chat with and get some insight or on how they're doing certain things, and uh, I call for advice. You know, and and so well, there's a, there's two in particular. That I picked their brain. And I apply what they share, and and
Awesome.
you and you can see it in my drawings as they evolve because I've listened to someone that shared something with me that they know. And then when I learn from them, I share with those who think I'm the shiznix, and all that. So
Mhm.
uh, if you know
Awesome.
something good, and you hold on to it to yourself, you're not benefiting anybody.
I love it. I love it. Okay, okay. Now we got I don't even need to ask you basically any advice that you have for talent out here because you done been giving that the whole time we've been talking. So okay, y'all. Y'all just got a free, literal free mentorship from the pencil man himself, okay? Because that's just the type of person that he is. So I want to shift gears a little bit here. We want to get on some of the stuff that you have going on, okay?
Okay,
We
sure.
want to get on some of the I don't even know where you want to
I I
start.
I I,
What's coming
I,
up
st-
for you?
I start from October and come up to now.
Okay.
Uh, October, no September last year, I got invited to a celebrity golf tournament. Uh, and like I said, when I got there, I knew a couple of people. Uh, and by the end of the event, I knew everybody else. From there, I connected with someone who invited me to an event in downtown LA, fashion show week. Artists, I mean models and designers from all over the world. They had an art
Mm,
exhibit there. About 8 artists had pieces of art on display. Uh, And that was the night I got my infamous photo with
Oh.
Getty, yeah, with Getty Images. Getty Images only you don't, you had to be a celebrity to step on the red carpet with Getty Images.
Oh,
Now I had no idea that the
oh, you
photographer.
didn't. Oh.
I didn't know who they were, but when the guy asked me this question, he said, "Are you a celebrity?" I said, "Absolutely." It wasn't. I don't think so. Yeah, some folks see I am. Yeah, no. The answer is absolutely. You know, I said I'm the artist for a new sports magazine called Sports Life Magazine. I have our own display, the event here. So, oh, okay. Took a picture before I left the red carpet though, because it was no line. I showed some images on my phone and blew him and his assistants away. Uh, so this was a 4-day event. So that was Thursday night. I went back Friday night. Saturday night I had to go to Montana to get my Artist of the Year award. So
Woo!
yeah, that was pretty
Congratulations.
cool. So, but
That is weird.
the photographers came up to where the artwork was the night I wasn't there, and my Marvin Gaye and my Hanson Wisdom were taken, and they were in Getty Images. So
Wow.
I was kind of jazzed about that. So it was a nice event, by the way. So I get home and I said, I wonder, is this guy who took these pictures on social media?
Mhm.
So I went to his name, went to Facebook, and the same guy who took the pictures of my artwork is the same guy who took my pictures on the red carpet. I said, oh,
Awesome.
So I wonder, is my picture of me on the red carpet. I mean, in Getty Images.
Mhm.
So I went to Getty Images website, put my name in, and voila, my picture pops up
Moolah.
of me. So that's
Moolah.
a image that I can attach to all my artwork. When people say Getty Images on your name and stuff, it says, okay, this guy's someone to be reckoned with. Let
Right.
me let me look a little further into what he's doing, kind of thing. But that was
Awesome.
from that
Awesome.
event. So fast forward till January. I got invited to the Porsche downtown LA event,
Well,
fashion show, awards, and mixer type
wow.
of deal. I knew no one there except the person who invited me. I had never seen her in person. Uh, another couple that I had met, and another lady who was a founder of a foundation.
Mhm.
But by the time I left, everybody knew where I was because I presented the general manager of Porsche the car I had drew, a 356
No.
Speedster convertible, right? So this night I met Kiki Shepard. Don Lewis was
Awesome.
there. Uh, but Kiki Shepard now we exchange information. She has a foundation. So I'll be doing some stuff with her in the upcoming months with her foundation. So
Awesome.
so that was in January. Um, so Oscars award weekend, somebody I met at the Porsche dealership event called me to showcase some artwork at the Beverly Hills
Mhm.
private viewing of the Oscars. See, I'm connecting the dots.
Wow.
I'm connecting the dots from one event to the next event,
Wow.
right? So I get
Wow.
there and I get a chance to meet Beverly Todd from uh, the actress that played Leon Me and other movies, and a grant writer, uh, some other individuals that that's kind of worked the room. Like could be good and
Mhm.
did in Jerry Maguire. I worked the room. I
Awesome.
didn't just stay in one place against the wall. I got around, mixed and mingled with everybody. Met this young lady named Rena there who invited me to an event last week. Sam Watson was having a celebrity golf tournament. He's the manager of Floyd Mayweather. So, uh,
Oh, yay,
yeah,
Floyd!
right.
Yay!
So
One of my favorite partners.
so I
Mhm.
had a piece of art in the silent auction. Uh, while I'm there walking around, connecting with people, I see Matt Barnes that played in the NBA in UCLA. He's
Awesome.
having a celebrity golf tournament coming up. So
Oh my gosh.
so we can exchange information. So it's kind of like when you go to these events, like I was saying before, if you're there, uh, you belong there, and people don't hesitate to share their information with you. No,
Behave like you belong there and know that you do. Right.
exactly. So Matt
Right.
Barnes he was taking pictures with everybody, before the golf tournament began, and I just kind of hollered at him. I said, "Well, Matt, when you finish taking pictures with everybody, uh, let me holler at you for a second."
You're
And then
like,
so,
let me come here right quick.
right. So
Come right quick.
he did that. I said, when you finish golfing, come up where the art is at. I want to show you who a piece of art that I've got on display, and maybe we can talk about something for your golf tournament you have it. Now I was all over the place. Luckily, I was standing up there with the artwork when he came through,
Mm, mm,
so he
mm.
could see, and we could have a small, about a 2 minute conversation. It wasn't very long. I just
Right.
want to share what
Right.
I had,
Yeah.
get some information, and do a
Mhm.
follow up later on. So,
Awesome.
uh, so I'm downstairs now, same event, and some of these young ladies from Utah had some kind of green supplement uh, going on, and this lady walks up and it's Judge Maybelline.
Oh, Judge. I saw
So
you.
right, so I'm like,
She's
"Hey,
so
Judge."
cool. And she
So we
is
have
cool.
she
She's
is
cool in person as she is.
she's cooler. So we chat for a second, and she went by her way, and and this is how ironic this is. I leave
Mhm.
from the second pier and go out to where the patio furniture is at, and she's sitting at the same table where I was sitting at.
Awesome.
So we had a conversation. She got an event coming up on June 18th. That
Yay!
I'm gonna have artwork at her event.
Okay,
So
I'm
then,
coming. I'm coming.
and so and then a friend of mine, Yvette, she's having she's part of a entity that they have a select golf tournament. This is golf tournament time, and if you connect with everybody, then we can be part of these events. And
Awesome.
my thing is, uh, I like to just go to an event. I'm not golfing yet. Uh,
I golf a little bit, but I'm not
yeah,
that good for tournaments.
yeah, but just have stuff on display so
Mhm.
people can see what you do.
Right.
If it's just one item, it doesn't take a whole gallery for people to see the quality of your work. Just one piece is more than enough.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
so
Got you.
uh,
Got you.
so the day event is I think July 2nd. That's one in about um, 10 days here. Wait for them to call me back. I put it out there. If they want me to be there, they'll call me back. I don't chase people down via events.
You like
Uh,
at home chase people.
so then no,
Your chasing days are over.
yeah, oh yeah, I put my time in for that. So now, but one of the biggest events is a young lady I met in 1990. She had a play that called "God's Trying to Tell You Something," and I did
Oh,
the whole cast member back then, 1990, 91. The whole cast. Lost contact with
whoa.
her. Reconnected about
Okay.
6 years ago. She's reigniting the play, and they're honoring
Mm.
10 icons who are no longer with us.
Yeah, I think I
Uh,
saw something
Bar-
about that on your
yeah,
page. I saw
right.
something about that.
Barry White, Sam Cooke, Ray Charles, Johnny Hathaway, Michael Jackson, uh, Mahalia Jackson, Aretha Franklin, Billie Holiday, Ella James. I think that's it. Uh, and
Oh,
and
wow.
they're gonna be up on the big screen on May 13th.
Look, I need Eddie Levert threw up in there.
Well, there maybe the next cycle they might have.
Look, I'm like,
But but the key thing with that is as
that is so
they're
beautiful. That is so
a-
beautiful.
yeah, as they're being uh, honored by song, my
Mm.
drawings to be on the big screen for the whole auditorium to
Oh,
see.
yay!
Yeah. So uh,
You've done sketches of all of them
I only had
over the years.
Aretha Franklin. Well, no, I had Michael Jackson and Aretha Franklin. So she called me, said, "Do you have time?" I like, well, what's my name? So I did actually 8 drawings in about 22 days.
Oh, but
Yeah,
so that's when you were busy.
right,
When I was
right.
like, I need to interview with you, you're like, no.
Yeah, so
Not right now, not right now.
yeah, so I mean, that was like, how do you get those drawings done so quickly? I said, well, I let everybody know who I had art pending that I was gonna be out of commission for a minute because I had just these dead
Mhm.
art projects to do. And it was easy because I would go to bed early and get well rested, wake up and devote some serious time until I got tired and I would stop.
Right.
And I knew how I was on a deadline, so I made it happen. So that was it's gonna be major, you know. Can't wait for that. And
Awesome.
the
Awesome.
and the magazine, Sports Life magazine.
Mhm.
It's not Sports Illustrated, but the the articles and everything are equivalent to Sports Illustrated. They're on
Mhm.
slight hiatus right now. They're gonna launch. I said, well, we're gonna launch. I'm part of the board now.
Well, you
Uh,
are.
yeah, I got called recently and said you're on the board now. So uh, in January, it's gonna be live, like on Roku and live streaming and uh, uh,
Awesome.
on the bookshelves nationwide again. Uh, they're just trying to get the infrastructure together right now. So when they relaunch, they'll be ready to go. And my art is still
Wow.
gonna be on the cover of every
Wow.
issue uh, throughout the year. So it's kind of like it's great to be me right now.
Oh, it's so great to be you. Look, I'm trying to be you.
I mean,
You see me trying to throw myself into events. I'm like, hey, hey, hey,
I saw that.
look, look.
But bottom line is, it's like you can achieve anything you want to achieve in life if you apply yourself
Right,
and believe in yourself and don't let naysayers get all up in the mix
right.
and mess things up. I mean, it's kind of like there's things that I'm going to be doing that I didn't plan on doing, but God said you're going to do it anyway.
Those
Like
are always the best.
right, like I'm 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 writing a book. I've been putting together for
Oh,
the last year or two. Well, I'm
oh,
not really writing a book. Me and God had a slight disagreement. He
awesome. Look,
he said, "Pencilman, when are you gonna write this book that everybody be asking me about?" I said, first of all, you gave me a gift to draw, not to write.
right. Hey, there's ghostwriters. They can write it for
Yeah,
you.
well, yeah, yeah, but check this out. He said, oh, it's like that. I said, yeah, it's like that, Big G. He said, write the book. I said, you must have cotton balls in your ears. He said, oh, okay. He said, okay, I feel you. So God, he he knew how to compromise a little bit too. I mean,
Oh, I know. Oh, don't I
so
know?
yeah, so he said, so he said, can you screenshot? I said, yeah, I can screenshot. I learned how to do that a while back. I said, then make your book 99% screenshot. I'm like, I hear you, but it's not registered. He said, all those acknowledgments, endorsements, selfies of people you did work for, and the
Yes.
verbiage they said about it and
Yes.
all this stuff. Just screenshot what they said and put it in your book. You gotta
Nice.
do this. You gotta proofread. You gotta spell check
Wow.
anything. Just screenshot it, put it in your book.
Wow.
I said, it's a key, right? At least 2 chapters, the beginning and the end, and maybe some footnotes. Yeah, I can do that.
You can do that.
Yeah, I said, man, you're a genius. He said, I know this.
Wow, what a
So
great idea, Lord.
yeah,
How do
it's
you
gonna
come
be,
up with this?
so it'd be a first of its kind, but if someone happens to do it before I do, it's okay because it'd be my stuff in mine and their stuff in theirs. I'm
Right,
not
there's something there.
threat.
Yeah, it's not gonna be the same.
Yeah, I'm not
Can't
threatened by this. I mean, I don't mind
yeah,
sharing ideas. I
right.
mean, fortunes are made from great ideas, and a lot of ideas are similar, so it's all good.
Awesome sauce. I love it. You are amazing as always. Um,
Yeah,
and I'm so sliding up in some of these events. I'm not even kidding. And
yeah.
I'm not
Well,
gonna be nothing but just Talita. I don't have to have no kind of accolades. I'm just gonna be in the building. I'm
well,
like,
I'm
I'm
gonna
a,
give, I'm
I,
gonna give homage
look,
to
look,
a man.
I'll be Pencilman's assistant. Look at me. You need an assistant for the summer.
But well, I'm gonna give some love to another person. Uh, my,
You
my, my
should.
wife, my wife, she get enough love already. 'Cause that's my number one fan, right? But
Hey, I see
but
her.
yeah, but lady named Gwen Saunders. She's the one that's her foundation organization always gives me uh recognizes what I do in the community, and her organization has awarded me honored me as artist of the year twice.
Oh, wow.
2000, I was 17, I think. I was at the event because I was at home taking my mom, and then recently, uh, I was awarded that again. And it's not because
Oh,
I'm this great artist and all that. It may be true in some respect. I don't say it myself. I agree with people as they can't say it myself, right? Uh,
you got it. You got it.
but
You got
but
it. You got it.
but it's a combination of things. You buy your work. What you do in the community. How you carry yourself. I mean, I mean, say, do what you say. Uh, I say a lot, but
But you do
but
it
but,
too.
but I validate what I say by my action.
Right.
So I go to schools, talk to kids. I mean, from elementary to middle school to high school to college, and uh, because I can and I want to. It's part of giving back to the community, right? Uh,
Right.
but one
Right.
question I was asking these kids one question. They're all kids to me. 'Cause I'm 60, so they're all kids to me. Uh, ask them one question before I get started, just to break the ice and have fun. You know, if you got a dream, whose dream is it?
Hmm.
And it stops them initially. I said, wait a minute, hold up. I just gave you the answer to the question. If you got a dream, whose
Yep.
dream is it? Oh, mine. Right. It's your dream. It's not mama and them and papa and them and Pooka and them and anybody and them but yours. So at the end of the day, you can control your own destiny. And success is measured by the individual, not by society. You know, I ask all the time, what does success mean to you? I said, well, take my butt to bed at night when I'm sleepy and waking up when I'm well rested, without the alarm clock going off. And that's success to me. I said, peace of mind outweighs a pot of gold. So now I
Yeah.
don't mind having a pot of gold go along with that.
Oh,
But if I gotta
yeah.
choose, if I gotta choose between the two, I'm gonna take peace of mind because with peace of mind,
Any day.
I'll be all right. You know,
You are so
you know,
right.
yeah, that's how
That's
I
where I
roll.
am right now in my life. So I get it. At
You know,
43 years old, I get it. I'm
yeah,
getting it. I
yeah,
don't think you ever get it. If you get it, you're
no,
probably not here anymore. You're always
right,
growing, always evolutionary, but it's becoming clear to me
right.
what I need to be doing
You're always evolving and learning,
always.
and as you evolve and learn, you have to share.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, I mean, what good's evolving and learning if you don't share what you
If you don't
learn?
give it to anybody, you don't share it with anybody. Right, right. And that's what
You
you're
know,
kind of doing right now. That's why you're my mentor and you don't even know it. Like I maybe you do know it. Like over the years, like you were giving me pointers and you would talk to me and ha ha ha, that's funny. Clarence Pointer giving pointers. Uh,
Yeah, but
but
it's real. It's real.
funny.
It's like I don't hold back sharing anything if I have an answer. If I don't have an answer for it, I will say I don't know. Um, you know, a lot of people ask me, "How do you stay so busy?" Well, I stay busy because I stay busy.
Yeah. You make business. You literally
Yeah,
create it. Like you make it.
I mean, I have over 100 distributors worldwide, indirectly,
Oh.
not intentionally. Just on my post,
Yeah.
just a little tip. I always say, please share what you desire. Uh, feel free to share. I always say that because people are
Mhm. Feel
conditioned to
free.
do what you ask them to do, not what you assume they're going to do. So
Right.
I'm not getting people. As soon as I post something, I got people sharing it. Now
And
they may not have consumed anything physically from me, but they're sharing it with their friends, and some of their friends will. It's about connecting the dots and maximizing what's available to us. So I think
right.
everybody's not in position to acquire what I do, uh, but sharing is
You,
caring.
you never know
You-
who could see. Right.
I mean, for instance,
Hey.
I had an art exhibit about 7 years ago, and hardly anyone showed up because it was one of those
Oh.
days, one of those rainy days, and all that kind. I just want to get out of the house and have something to do that day,
Mhm.
right? So,
Right.
but I made it look big. And I recorded stuff. I made a little PowerPoints. I made a little video. I posted on my page, and a guy from Beverly Hills saw it. Let's say maybe 20 people came by that day. Maybe
Wow.
20 people. He saw the video, hit me up, said, "Look, uh, I've been asked to help with the fundraiser of art for the Barry Gordy of Motown Records annual fundraiser.
Oh.
Would you be willing to donate a print to the event?" I said, "Absolutely." He said, "Well, I'm gonna give you a
Hmm.
number to his niece. His her number, and I'm gonna give you her your number." So we connected. I go. I meet the Supreme Temptations.
What? Okay,
I
you're
mean,
making me jealous.
let me see. Um, Thelma Houston was there.
You
Priya
deserve it.
Payne, Sherry
You
Payne, uh, Mary Wilson, some Temptation lead singers. I mean, Barry Gordy was there himself.
deserve it.
So it was one of those events where, okay, I'm in. How do I maximize this? Stay in contact with those individuals who were there.
Right.
Uh, and
Make them connects.
right, so the niece Carla, she has a TV show in Beverly Hills. She has her own Facebook Live type show. I was on her show,
Yay!
so it's like, and we stay in contact now. When events come up that she know about, she'll let me know about it. And I got so many people that out there that's always keeping me in the loop. Since the
That's
Busby,
good.
it's another one, so it's you know
That's
once you
awesome.
make an imprint on what you're all about, and
Hmm.
you show yourself as being a professional individual, people don't hesitate to call you up. I'm like,
Right.
or my biggest events. I'm saying my biggest events. My biggest event is just showing up with no expense.
Just showing.
Meaning, if someone got a private movie viewing or a birthday event or something, they want some art to add some ambiance to the event, all I do is show up with the artwork. The crowd is already there already. The entertainment is already provided for.
Hmm.
The food's already catered or wherever it may be.
Right.
All I gotta do is spend a little gas money to get there and set up two or three pieces of artwork and have some conversations and do some networking and hobnobbing.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
it. That's it.
You know? So, but I say this, it didn't always be. It was always that way. You got to build your brand to the point where you have a noble name that people will call you to do that. You know,
Branding. Yeah.
have interviews, newspaper articles, have a track record for people to see. Oh, okay. No, and I ask this question a lot to other artists. Have you had any, TV interviews or uh, uh, any YouTube videos or
Mhm.
have any art exhibits? Most of them are fearful to the fact where they don't they don't do it because they've been apprehensive because they don't know who's going to show up or
All
the
information.
expense. And, I said, well, first of all, you don't have to do it as an upscale type way. Set up 10 chairs in your backyard, put 10 your drawings on those chairs, invite your friends, your family, people from church, associates to come over, have some popcorn, some Kool-Aid, whatever it is, take some pictures, record people talking, interacting, put a video together, put on YouTube, put on your Facebook page.
Yep.
It don't take much to get
Yep.
to get it initially going, and then go to your Chamber of Commerce and found when they're having events for the calendar year, call whoever sponsored those events
Mhm.
and see if you can wing your way in there and showcase something or do a drawing of whoever's being keynote speaker, stuff like that. Just go wiggle where you in and get in where you fit in, kind of a thing. And then
Awesome.
the rest will take care of itself. You know?
I agree 1000%. I enjoy every time we speak, and we should speak more actually outside of interviews.
Yeah,
We should.
yeah.
And I plan on doing so. I am of course always in awe of you. I love who you are as a person. I love your work. I just everything about you is amazing. And the fact that you're still taking time out for me to be here today, I really appreciate. I'm gonna have to close it down here in a minute or so. So I
Well,
did put your website up here. I want it there. I'm gonna also put it on the post as well. Any other links you want me to have, I'll put up there as well too. Um, and we're gonna get people. I just want people
well,
to know in the Midwest. I want to introduce you to my Midwest friends. There's some that need to
well,
know who you are.
well. I'm gonna say this. I appreciate shows like this. I mean, there's several. I'm not gonna start name dropping
Oh
because there's too many people to thank. But the shows that people are elated, ecstatic about me being on their show as much as me being on their show are the people I enjoy being interviewed by.
yeah,
So
awesome.
if I got you know uh track you down, ring you down to be on your show, I want to be on your show. I mean,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, so I'm not saying I would turn down a Oprah show or a Steve Harvey show or one of the Cameron show. And I would go, but I don't have that personal connection with those people.
Right.
I,
Right.
I get a better feel and enjoy myself. I can be me and do me on shows like yours and Carlos and uh, I'm sorry, name them, but there's a whole lot of people that have invited me to be on their show just to get a piece of me of what I have to offer, what I want to share, talk about, and let's have a conversation. You know, so
Yeah.
that's how I roll. I will continue to roll, and that's that.
I love it. I love it. I am going to be in contact with you. Thank you so much. You've given the audience so much. I mean, so much food for the soul. You literally have, and it's like wow, and you always do. So I'm gonna have, of course, a follow up with you at some point later in the year because I
Yeah,
want to do that. I want to keep following up with you because you're just doing some amazing things, and I think you're very much an inspiration to a lot of artists out there. So yeah, I'm gonna keep you posted, and I'm watching you. I'm watching you, and much love to you. Much love to your family. Thank you. Just congrats on all your successes, and I see a lot more coming. a lot more. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, I will
Yeah.
be in contact
Yeah.
with you soon.
All right. Well, thanks for having me on
And
your show again. We'll do it again soon.
yay, thank you. Have a good evening, dear.
You should just take care.
Mhm.